What is up, and welcome back, guys, and welcome to Alberta, where we're gonna get another storm. Anyways, we're gonna be putting on the tire that I got patched up, and here is the patch. So what they did is they actually pulled the part from the back, put a patch in, and then plugged it here, because there would have been a hole here, right? And here, just take a look at this tire. So this is our compound, and so they do wear quicker, but I don't drive this car a lot, so that's not the main issue. But if you look, there's a lot of like little indents here. You can see like right there, there's an indent, and then there's a couple like right there. That is because all the gravel gets caught in it, and when you get big gravel stuck in it, it actually stays on there, and then once you're driving around, it makes a little hole almost. So that is one downside to running that R compound, but it's worth it because it's super grippy. Also, you can see just from rolling it around the garage how much gravel it's picked up. So imagine this on a gravel road after the winter. It just throws gravel everywhere, and actually if you look inside my fenders, you can see all the gravel like right there. It's actually been like sandblasted into here, so that is another issue. Anyways, let's put this tire on before we start to get some rain and maybe even some hail, because it did hail yesterday. That's the nice thing about having a Forester, is a Forester I'm not too worried about hail, and when I take it to work it's in the when it starts to hail, I don't have to worry about this being in the parking garage. But anyways, let's do this tire. And just like that, we have the tire back on and fixed. But check out this storm, guys. This is what we see in Alberta all the time in the summer. So I'm gonna move the car to the side. Oh, it is raining. So I'm gonna push the car over one way. And here's a little time lapse of the storms we see around here. So there you go, you saw a storm that literally pretty much passes through almost every day here in Alberta. It's just like, either it's really hot out, it's freezing cold out, or it's storming. Those are three options here. But anyways, I did want to go do a photo shoot with Project Daily, but it's really wet right now, so I'm gonna let the rain kind of pass and dry up a little bit, and then we'll get to setting up what I want to do for the shoot, because it's actually a really cool idea, and it's kind of a crazy idea. So let's wait a bit, and then let's get to shooting photos. So it's been probably 6 hours since I last left you guys, and let's just take a look at the weather and see if we can go shoot some photos. Oh wait, jinx, never mind. So it looks like the storms keep on coming around. This is like the third or fourth one, and you see, it just rained again, so the roads aren't gonna be dry. And it's kind of just sitting there. And there's another one that passed. So, what do you do when you want to go shoot photos, but you can't because it's raining? You clean up your detailing spot so you can clean your car. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clean up my detailing stuff. So I still have it actually on my cart. I've got some over here. I've got some everywhere. So we're gonna clean that up, and then I'm gonna go through some of the stuff and how I organize my stuff, or my detailing stuff. And then that's probably gonna be the end for today, because it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. But hopefully tomorrow we can go shoot some photos. So essentially for all my detailing stuff, I have a shelf and a 3/4. So what I like to do is I like to keep everything in these little tubs and then label them, as you can see on this one. This one says cleaning mitts and cloths. So what I do is I just use literally a whiteboard marker, if I can find it. There we go, whiteboard marker, and just write whatever it is in here. Also, in a garage or in a dusty environment, you don't get dust on your cleaning stuff that you're gonna end up scratching your car. So I have a couple more of these mitts and stuff, so as you can see, it's mostly just mitts. I have a couple more over here that have been washed. So everything that I use goes into a different container, which I'll show you later, and that actually goes through the wash before it ends up back in these bins. I used to not wash my wash mitts every single time I use them, but but after using them for a little bit, I see that you can still trap dirt in even if you like scrub them down a little bit. So I just throw them right in the wash once we're done, and that just prevents any little contaminants on there from scratching your paint. So this is all I have for my mitts right now, because I just put another one in the wash because it didn't look clean. So it just goes on the shelf like that. Now I'm just going to take my other containers that I have and stack them on there. So this is cleaning microfibers, or clean ones from Costco. You could fill up this whole tub with microfibers from Costco, and then I just put the care instructions or whatever on the side for washing them, and then they just go. And as you see, 2 containers fit perfectly, which is awesome. And then we have the polishing, or the dual action polisher, and the containers, and the discs all in a container. And then I just want to make sure they're there. And that can go right there. As you can see, everything is labeled. After everything goes through the wash, it goes into this container right here. And this is where I just make sure everything is clean and I can put back. So this isn't even mine, so that doesn't go there. And then some of these microfibers, if they're perfectly clean and they have no contaminants on them, will go into the clean microfiber container. If they're dirty, like this one right here, they go into either my wheels cleaner, or they'll just go in a general rag bag. Next, we're going to take this. Oh, just broke it solid. Next, we're going to take this freshly clean box that, as you can probably tell, has spilled all over me. We're going to put the drying rags in, or the drying rag, and then my windshield and polishing rags. Those are the ones that aren't technically a microfiber, so they go in a different one. So there we go. That is a drying one, and then these these are the good polishing ones. They got a really nice mitt to them, and then those go in here, and then same with the windshield one, because it's not a drying or polishing one. It's more of just a specialty one. And then, as always, you're going to put a lid on it because you don't want it to get dust in it, and then we're going to label this one. And once we have a label on it, we're just going to put it in here. And then once we have that, we're going to find the brushes. The brushes are already done. I just have 2 more brushes to put in them that I've cleaned. And these are all different types of brushes, but they are the best way to store them. So we've got like just paint brushes to get in the corners. We got the polishing pad brush. We've got the engine brush. We got little toothbrushes here and there. We got everything we need in here. And it should be labeled, but it probably isn't. So I'm going to label this one quickly. And then once again, once you've got it labeled, it's going to go somewhere in here. This is the problem that I've been having. I've had all my bottles down here, and then I had some boxes up here. So what we're going to do right now is just move all the bottles up onto the very top, and then we can organize them after. The engine bay rags, or wheel rags. So they're like not as good rags because they will get a little bit dirtier. So like this one, as you can see, it's already stained. And then these ones I put off to the side. Also, I wouldn't 100% recommend just using these one kind of Costco microfiber. That's all I have right now. But there is many others. If you look at people like CarPro, they make some really cool rags. That's where I have my very specialty, that's where I got my specialty rags for doing quick detail with. They're super plush, and you've seen me do it and use them in the polishing video actually. And those I got from CarPro. They make a lot of super specialty stuff, which I'll end up getting, but for right now, these microfibers do great. And there we go, we have the whole bottom shelf actually all filled out now. So we've got microfibers, cleaning cloths, specialty cloths, polishing pads, oh that box is cracked, and then brushes and wheel rags. So now we're going to take a look up here, because we got a lot more stuff actually on the side like this. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to organize it by not type, not kind, but usage. So stuff like the wax and the sealant, so like colonite and sealant, can go right on the side that we won't access that often because we don't need it. Same with the compound and the polish, because we're not going to go compound a car very often, right? So those can go all in this row where we don't have to access them. If I had something, I'd probably be putting a divider in between them. Also stuff like the prep and the pad cleaner can go over there because we won't be using them. So once we have our stuff that we don't use very often, in that line we're going to go with the less often, or the more often stuff, not the less often, that would make sense. So like the no rinse stuff that I use to make my quick detailer, the industrial cleaner, the stuff like the plastic polish, and the carpet cleaner. It's actually David's, he needs to pick it up still, but I have it. And then next is the stuff we use pretty much all the time, so invisible glass, detailing spray, car shampoo can go on the side, Windex, Armor All wipes, soapy water for applying stickers, and then some quick detailer. And there we go, all our detailing products are now easily accessible, same with the cloths, the polisher, and all that. And it really helps, especially when I'm doing stuff I don't need to go search around the garage trying to find it, and go and be like, okay, it is usually right here, got some quick dealer. Oh, I need some prep for, I don't know what I'm doing, but need some prep, there it is. So there we go, that's usually how I like my shelf organized with products, and then everything in boxes. If you have other stuff, there's also some smaller boxes actually. You can get these little tiny ones right here. Canadian Tire for you Canadians, and Lowe's and Home Depot for the Americans. And they let you just put stuff anywhere, and they're also stackable because of their lids, as you can see right there. Anyways, here's all the different detailing stuff I use. I'm sure as I get more stuff, there will be more stuff to recommend, but I'm pretty sure you guys seen most of this. You got Adam's polish stuff, you got Invisible's glass, you got a little bit of everything. I'm kind of just seeing what's the best, asking around. And then same with the microfibers. I just started off with your basic Costco kit, and now I've kind of got some little bit of different ones here and there. So usually this shelf actually remains about as clean as it is right now. It wasn't like this, and I had to clean it because when we did the polish with the car and everything, I had it laying on this red cart. And this red cart makes it easy to move around and stuff, but it's a pain when you need the red cart to do other maintenance items. So usually the detailing stuff ends up here, and usually it's nice and clean because that's the way I like it. And if you look, my workbench is usually about the same. I like everything nice and clean and organized, and when I can find stuff. When stuff gets really messy, it really starts to annoy me, and I eventually have to clean it up. That's probably why I also keep my cars so clean. And a little update on the weather. Guess what? It's still stormy, and that has a chance of coming back. Also, check out that sun. That is because of the forest fires in BC, our neighboring province. The smoke blows over here and makes the sun a bright red, which is really cool and what I wanted for the photos. But unfortunately, we can't. So it looks like today we won't be shooting the photos, sadly. You did get to see my detailing stuff, I guess, and a little organization there, but we didn't get to shoot photos. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some good weather and we can shoot the photos, because I really do want to shoot the photos that I'm planning up. I think they're going to look super cool, and I'm not going to tell you until I actually do it, because when you guys see it, you'll either think it's pretty cool or you think it's really dumb. But anyways, till tomorrow, where we hopefully shoot some photos. Peace out and stay humble.